After winning an NFL record 10 straight road games, the 2007 Giants took one final trip to Super Bowl 42.
The Road Warrior thing is huge. I mean, we're setting records in the National Football League for winning on the road. And everybody wants to know about this secret formula. Well, it's not really a secret formula. It really goes back to believing in yourself and this belief that we can win.
One mindset to win the football game.
One mindset and one dress code, all black.
We're going to a funeral. Either going to a funeral for the Giants or we're going to a funeral for the Patriots.
I'm kind of looking at my wardrobe saying, I don't really have a black shirt. I said, y'all do it. I think it's great, but just so you know, I'm not wearing the black shirt. It's just not my style.
Eli's like, I don't wear black shirts with a black tie. It's okay, Eli. You wear a freaking white shirt then, man. I was surprised Eli spoke up. Okay, getting a little more confident here.
Confidence is what led receiver Plexico Burress to predict a 23-17 victory for the Giants.
We're only going to score 17 points? Okay.
Plexico's not giving us any credit for scoring 17 points. That, I think, resonated with us. That made us go, oh, okay, you're that confident. We'll see.
The Giants were enjoying their time in the sun, and their coach was relaxed enough to order them all lunch from In-N-Out Burger.
The coach digging in on that burger.
Tom Coughlin usually would have his napkin and the one with the hole that you can hook onto your button-up down shirt so it doesn't get anything on him. And here's Tom Coughlin eating a greasy burger, right, getting all on his shirt. Just to show how much this team has changed, Tom Coughlin is out there greasing down, killing an In-N-Out Burger. He's in the biggest game of his life, and he's relaxed enough to sit out and eat a greasy In-N-Out Burger. Some damn good burgers, too.
Coughlin followed it up with a damn good pregame speech.
I'll just give you a couple thoughts about my experience, okay? And really, what I'm saying to you is, this is what I want for you.
And I said, in 1990, when I was an assistant coach with the New York Giants in Super Bowl 25, and the field goal was wide right, and we all jumped to our feet with exhilaration.
It's the greatest professional feeling in the world, the greatest satisfaction you ever had for one moment in time. And we're sitting here Saturday night with one 60-minute game to play for a chance to become the world champion.
And I said, that's what I want for you.
The New York Football Giants and the New England Patriots in Super Bowl 42. Patriots 18-0. We know all about their credentials. How do the Giants pull off one of the major upsets in Super Bowl history?
Michael Strahan and the Giants defense had only one goal in mind.
If we don't get to Tom Brady today, we will not win this game.
I'm very offended that they're leaving him out there by himself. See it in his face. He don't know what to do.
Takes the snap and back to throw. Sets in the pocket. He's sacked by Michael Strahan back at the 32-yard line.
Aside from opening scores by both teams, Super Bowl 42 was a three-quarter stalemate.
Not a whole lot else happened. You know, if you're Tebow in the game, you just skip the rest and go to the fourth quarter.
The fourth quarter. 15 minutes stood between the Giants and the Lombardi Trophy.
Relive all the excitement.
Manning lobs it. Burress alone. Touchdown, New York.
When the ball was in the air, and I was just looking at it, trying to get free, trying to get open.
NFL Replay. Season premiere September 9th. Only on NFL Network.
You don't believe in miracles? You pick up a check one day, then I'll believe in miracles.
Robert De Niro. Al Pacino.
Nothing wrong with a little shooting as long as the right people get shot.
That is poetry.
Righteous Kill. Rated R. Starts September 12th.
favorite team home with Glidden Team Colors paint. The true colors of true fans. Team Colors paint, exclusively from Glidden and only at the Home Depot.
Check it out, gas prices blowing up sky high. Ditch my used subcompact for a two-wheeled ride. Now I'm rolling eco-friendly, but I still look bad. When the bike store saw my credit, they said this was all they had. I'm singing F to the R to the E to the E to the C to the R to the E D I T. Free to the port to the dot to the com. Come on everybody, grab your bike and sing along. It's easy. F to the R. Offer applies with enrollment in Triple Advantage.
Free Wi-Fi, giving you the freedom to get out and work wherever you want. Free Wi-Fi at Courtyard. It's a new stay.
40 Super Bowl champions, 40 legendary tales, one groundbreaking series, America's Game. Get it on DVD now from NFLShop.com.
Get exclusive access to every team with Team Cam.
Michael Turner, now the Atlanta Falcons.
I always set my standards high for myself.
Winning the Super Bowl, that's the #1 priority.
I have an edge on any running back.
Team Cam on NFL Total Access. Weeknights at 7 on NFL Network.
I'm Tom Coughlin, and you're watching NFL Network.
Super Bowl 42 had been scoreless for over 2 quarters. That was about to change, thanks to receiver David Tyree.
Whenever you put him into the game, it's because he's a good blocking receiver. So we kind of thought, this time let's put him out there. When he's in the game, they're usually thinking run. I kind of did a point at the safety, kind of eyed him, like he's going to block him. We hit play action off the run, and sure enough, just hit him in the back of the end zone.
Touchdown! David Tyree on the post, and the Giants have the lead with 11:05 to go in the ballgame.
The play worked just as the Giants had practiced it 2 days earlier. But that day was the only catch Tyree actually made.
David Tyree had the worst practice in the history of practices at any level. I've never seen anything like it.
They were hitting off his chest, off his helmet, straight off his hands, to the point of where Antonio Pierce and I started yelling, "Beat him up, ball, beat him up," because the ball was beating him to death that day.
What, I give you a compliment coming out here? Now you can't catch a damn thing. David did not have a good day that Friday. Let's put it this way.
I remember after practice, I went up to him. I said, "Hey, practice has never been your deal, but you've always shown up for me." He said, "I know." I said, I'm not even worried about it.
Bigger concern was Tom Brady and his knack for late-game heroics.
Brady gets set, takes the snap, back to throw, lobs one right for Moss, touchdown! The Patriots have the lead with 2:42 to go.
17-14 is the final, okay? 17-14, fellas. One touchdown, we are world champions. Believe it, and it will happen. 17-14 the final. Let's go.
Now, maybe I was trying to convince them of something that I probably didn't believe at that point. And they were the only ones that could make it happen. I couldn't do anything at that point. I'm not on the field.
Can Eli Manning do it? Just what every quarterback lives for.
This is the position you want to be in. This is it. You got a chance to win the Super Bowl. The ball is in our hands in a 2-minute drive in the game. As crazy as it sounds, but you'd rather be down 4 points than down 3 points. The reason for that is if you're down 3, kind of once you get into that scoring position, you get conservative and you settle for the field goal. Down 4, you got no option. It's touchdown or nothing.
Touchdown or nothing. Super Bowl champs or Super Bowl losers. One play could make the difference.
Manning takes the snap. Back to throw. Under pressure. Avoids the rush, and he's going to fight out of it. Still fights out of it. Now throws it deep downfield. Wide open Tyree, who makes the catch. At the 20.
What a play.
What a play by Manning.
What a play. This team won't quit, Bob.
3rd and 5, they swarm the quarterback. I mean, they're very fast, and it's very difficult to pick Eli out.
I feel my jersey getting tugged. They're grabbing on, and I'm thinking, oh no.
He's getting sacked, and I'm like, oh, he can't get sacked right now.
The first person I see is Chris Snee standing in front of me, and I for one split of a half a second, I think maybe I should throw the football to him. That got out of my mind immediately, and I said, I just got to keep my feet pumping, and maybe something will happen.
Eli falls in practice and trips when nobody's even around by himself, and that is fact. And Eli keeps his feet.
I looked downfield just for somebody. Can't say I saw David Tyree. I saw a white jersey in the middle of the field, and I said, I got to try to make something happen.
As you know, throw the ball over the middle of the field. If the ball's high, nothing good comes out of it.
Why do you throw the ball in the middle of the field like a Hail Mary? Are you kidding me?
Now I see David Tyree go up. I see kind of the way that he's got the ball. And it's in one hand on the side of his helmet.
This guy clamps it to his helmet with one hand and then brings the other hand back and pins it and lands on his back and keeps the ball off the ground. That right there let me know we're going to win this game, because for something that magical to happen in a season that's been so magical, you could not lose.
The play was so magical, it made Plexico Burris' game winner seem routine.
Rarely do you get a touchdown that easy. I'm seeing him run wide open in the end zone. I'm just saying, hurry up and get down. Let's get this thing caught, because it can only get worse the longer that ball's in the air. And it just hung up there forever.
Touchdown Giants! And that is it. The New York Giants have knocked off the New England Patriots with the most improbable win in recent memory.
I'm thinking, we're the world champions.
This is it. Doesn't get any better than this.
How about Michael Strahan after all of these years?
Yes. He may be on those beaches in California for a while.
To be at your best on the biggest stage, the biggest game of your life, and possibly the last game of your life, it was as if somebody took a pen and pad and they wrote down a script and said, this is the perfect ending. I still can't believe it. I can't believe that the New York Giants have won the freaking Super Bowl. It's unbelievable.
Even more unbelievable was the coach he shared the stage with.
In my wildest dreams, I never thought that I would last more than one season with Tom Coughlin. And then to win a Super Bowl with him as coach, it's fitting, He deserves it. He's a hell of a football coach, and he's had to change his method to get there. And I'm glad he changed it for me and for my teammates, that we were able to get to the mountaintop with him.
The tears, they're ready to come out. I held back a little bit at times, but if I let them go, they weren't going to be stopped.
For the second year in a row, Manning was the MVP of the Super Bowl.
He knew the feeling of accomplishment that he had the year before, and I know he wanted me to have that same feeling. You want to be down 4.
That's what I told you.
At the end.
That's what I told you.
The way you don't feel you can't be aggressive.
You go down 3, you're going to try to take a field goal.
It's great to have him there and to share that moment and that game and that memory with him.
One final memory came on the streets of New York City.
The Canyon of Heroes, the parade, you cannot imagine, you cannot describe it. I can sit here and talk till I'm blue in the face. It doesn't do it justice.
You just think about the other people who have been involved in that parade, and whether it's sports figures or war veterans or just so many people you're linked to.
I can still see the ticker tape parade for General MacArthur in my mind, and that's what I related to. As far as you could see were people hanging out of windows, confetti,
Forget about just lining the avenue, the street. They're blocks deep down the side street. That was a bigger rush than just about anything I've ever experienced in my life.
A coach who was nearly fired. A veteran who almost retired. And a quarterback who hadn't lived up to his family name. Now, all greeted as world champions.
We would like to extend this to every other team in the NFL. You know what we did to you? We stomped you out.